Hello everyone, my name is John Michael Bushman and welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, and this is the Duelist Cup. Normally I would, give tangents, side comments and whatnot, but this is the Duelist Cup. This is where we establish the metagame here, and to see if anything needs to get axed for the health of the format. And this is one of the decks that is like, if you're gonna play competitively, this is like, at least at the current moment, one of the 3 decks to expect at the top, and that is Fluanderies. And the 2 others are some flavor of Branded, and then there's Sword Soul. There's so many flavors of Branded, I don't even know what I put in it, but, that's neither here nor there. I'm choosing to play the more budget archetype. Now, Fluanderies have been, gutted-ish elsewhere by either cutting the pots down. At least in Master Duel, we have 2 copies of the map. Over in OCG land, we only have 1. But oh god, what's the name of this thing again? I forgot. Sorry. Advent at least covers up that spot, but otherwise, yeah. This is what I've been rocking on the Duelist Cup for a bit. I've been grinding in the background. You could fiddle around with the pots a bit. I prefer this 2-2 split because sometimes you only really need a draw and sometimes you just need card selection. And then the 5th pot, Pot of Prosperity, just ties the room all together. The 2 other flex slots here are Lightning Storm and Feather Duster. You basically need 2 copies of, just in case you run into back row decks, and Fluanderies, for all of its monsters, are surprisingly reliant on their spells and traps. But otherwise, yeah, you may need a Board Wiper 2 for the Duelist Cup, and then, the Master Duel tax of Maxi, Ash, and Called by the Grave. Although, granted, and this may be a hot take, but at least for this current format, Maxi is the worst card in this deck. Because of the prevalence of Fluanderies, Maxi is a very, very dead card. You'd really need to open with either Infinite Impermanence or Ash Blossom to even stand a chance against Fluanderies, and even then, actually no. If you have both in hand, that will probably be more than enough to win you against Fluanderies. But otherwise, in other matchups, they can fight through these, hence, having Maxi. But honestly, I'd prefer Nibiru in the Maxi slot, but even in Duelist Cup, when I expect either Fluanderies Mirror, Sword Soul, or some flavor of Branded, Maxi is honestly the better option because sometimes it just stops their turn completely. But here in Duelist Cup, for this video in particular, I won't be talking too much. You will literally just hear more of my internal monologue. You won't hear too many things from the inner depths of my mind today, so I will literally be like as focused as I can be for this video. So yeah, we're gonna jump right into it and see how far we can get. And one last thing, this video will be slightly longer than usual because I had to cut down because I tried a 4 video a week format, Tuesdays to Fridays, but unfortunately my schedule cannot allow it anymore. So I'm back to 2 a week, Tuesdays and Fridays. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump into these duels. Going second against my opponent here. Let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, didn't really open broken, but Maxi is a good deterrent at whatever bullshit my opponent could be having here. Ooh, Labyrinth. I have been seeing a lot of this deck here. Guess this is as good a place as I need to test it. If you're gonna be meta. So we can guarantee at least 1 draw. At least. Let's see what happens. Okay, yep, it's gonna happen. Sending combos. So at least guarantee us a draw 1. Let's see what happens. Okay. At least that's an Ash Blossom that's not targeted. Let's see what I do here. And yeah, we're gonna skip to my opponent's end board. See what other traps they come up with here. Okay, my opponent literally just ended on this, so he definitely has a hand trap. That's a good thing to bait them with. Let's start with this. Okay. Perfect. Another trap. Okay, he's gonna try to summon now. Let's see. Special summons from the deck. Summon fiends. Sure. Oh, that's interesting. This is what it's showing you what's here now. Okay. Oh, it's making me choose. Is exactly gonna use. I have no idea what's making me do this, but do I just add the Dukan? Because I don't think I can do anything else here. Sir, use the field by your normal time. Although he doesn't have anything else. He has no other interaction. Just get the bird. Just get this. Because they're gonna work off a lot of their... He has one card in hand. I think we should just get the bird, and then use Dukan as a bridge. So we already have Advent in hand. Okay. Card sent to the graveyard, yep. That's fine. Okay. He could have another Ash Blossom, but we'll see here. Let's see. Yep, it's Blackjack. Yep. Well, we can't negate him now, fortunately. Sure. It's a monster. Let's filter the top of his deck. He concedes. Yep. Yeah. Labyrinth that don't really end with too much back row is pretty dead here. Must have been very unlucky with his draws, or at the very least, I think he opened with only like heavy into monsters. So yeah. Look on to the next duel. Going first. Let's see what my opponent has for us. This is decent-ish. Have called by fans or whatever bullshit they could have, or they could concede. Sometimes they just concede upon seeing that kind of shit. Our hand isn't great, unfortunately, but okay. So we have Advent, and we already have a bird. Let's do this. And this. Banish. Oh, yeah. That. Summon. Okay. This. And this. Okay. This is for the combos. Okay. This. Okay. This. It's always the line. This. Okay. I could have Imperm. It's the only thing that can stop me here. Okay, it's always correct to get Impan. Okay. This. There we go. There we go. That. This. In case you're all wondering, the reason why I don't always like go full ham with getting the bench pile is it's Ash Blossom protection. It's a decent enough board at least. Yeah. And if our opponent has any way to break us, we at least have access to Apex Avian. The Toucan later for recovery. Let's see what my opponent has here. Numeron Network. He can't kill us here, unfortunately. He won't be able to. Since if he special summons them, they will be, I think they will be negated by here. So yeah, let's see what they do. Sure. I don't know if he realizes that, or I think I'm the one who's not realizing anything here. Never had this interaction before. Let's see. If the gates don't activate, then that means he's just dead here. Because I'll attack into that, or at the very least. Oh wait, no. He can do something. He will go into. Yeah, he'll go into Oh my god, he'll go into some Mega Clops and deal with my board that way. Okay, I'm forced to use this now. We're gonna go for the Dukan line. Yeah. Actually, no, we're gonna get the birds. We're gonna get the birds in order first. No, I will not. That's what my Clock by the Grave is for. Get this, I think. Since this doesn't really do much. I think we still should. Yeah, reduce his material on board. Yeah, let's do this. The gun line. Oh wait, this still works because Ryza will have 2 bounces. Yeah, Tukan is just for recovery, and it's a soft break anyway, so I won't worry too much about that in the future. No, I'm not do that. Okay. So forgive me for the fan, if you guys can hear it. It's pretty hot right now, so I have to. Oh, right. We just win here. Because that happens, then we return this, and then we're gonna book his board. Right. We did have an out. Yeah, I'd rather have done that there rather than there we go. Board broken. Now he won't be able to go into his other place because I did it at this exact juncture. So, boop. Those are lost. That's lost. There we go. Yeah, the Dukan line is for later. Yeah. I think my opponent. Yep. I knew he didn't have anything. I mean, yeah, had I allowed him to go into Mega Clops, I would have definitely lost on the spot. We move on to the next duel. Forgot to turn on my microphone. At least I'm going first. So there's that. Ugh. Have to go second hand. And as much as I want to bait their shenanigans with this, I think I'll just D-shift their under return. Go. What you got, opponent? Could literally be anything. That's exactly it. Okay. Combos. Psychic Tracker? I wonder where he could be on. We could bait it first, but no, we're gonna start with this. Get bait at. We're literally the only deck that does this. So, do I save the Maxi for later? I think I'd rather save it for later, or if they're the type of deck that can fight through this, it could be. Right, let's activate it nonetheless. They could be a deck that can fight through this, unless they aren't. Okay, that Ash is gonna push. That means they are a deck that can fight through it. Sure. Let's see what you got. Let's see if you can fight through a D-shifter. Passes. That's what you got, opponent. Okay. It's 2 level 3s. What could you be on? Phantom Knights. There are a bunch of rank 3s out there. Oh, there are a bunch of rank 3s that are really good. Let's see what you got, opponent. Psychic Wielder. That's interesting. Items here. Sure. Getting the adventurer engine. Yep. Okay. What's that one? Let's see what you're on. It's fine. Okay. Getting Griffin Rider. So this is likely PK Fire. Yeah. Or some variant of Phantom Knights because of the level 3s. And then, yeah, this is highly likely PK Adventurer. And you're gonna get Draco back. Yep. Sure. Although I wonder what else they could be on since their graveyard is shut off. If they are on the Phantom Knight stuff, we only know that he has Draco back in hand. Yep. Can't do too crazy of a thing here. Although he does have access to a level 10 synchro. Just going to Baron and whatnot. Let's see. Could just do that, since he has a level 7 after all. Or he could use the token. Yeah, 3, 6, 10. Yeah, he could do that as well. Since since Baron needs generic materials anyways. Let's see what my opponent does here. Oh boy. Yeah, we're just gonna cut away and just get back when my opponent is done using over there. Oh, doing something. Alright, it is Phantom Knights. But he will not be able to do too much because his graveyard is pretty much shut off at the moment. Oh, just go into combat for 6k. Alright. Alright. So we have a game in our hands. Plus I don't draw into anything off the top here. I mean, this is still like a sizable chunk of damage, so there's that. What else could he have here? Could still have something. Or it could be anything else. Let's see. I mean, you could just end it at that. You can just use Draco back next turn to bounce whatever stuff I have. I could set up. Or, you know. What else he could have? What else did he have in hand? Literally, Draco back is the only thing that I know that's in his hand. Could have something else here. Okay. Come on, any bird off the top gets me out of this. That is not any bird off the top. Alright, we're gonna move on to the next duel. Only making me going second. That's interesting. And we have no interaction whatsoever. Great. Could be facing off against combo deck and we'll literally just have to fight through it. Although, we do have a explored wins, so we could stand a chance. And if this is the flu mirror, I think we can do shit. This is indeed the flu mirror. We're gonna see what he flips off the top. Okay, just getting 3. Temple of the Kings, Anti-Spell, and Inburn. It's not telling us what my opponent has, but it could be like just specific tech for this event, knowing full well that at least what the decks will be facing off in are Flu, Sword Soul, and some flavor of Branded. We're gonna see. So yeah, my opponent's gonna combo off. So we'll see you guys at the end ward. Okay, my opponent is literally not spicy, but they are trap tricks. So, could get Feather Duster off the top after all that. So, just in case this is simply in a permanence. So we're gonna bait that Ash as much as possible here. No, okay. Priority is literally just passed back, and we're gonna bait that negation, good sir. Let's see what you got. Okay, that passes through. Don't know how dead they are here. Unaffected by trap effects, so we can't use that there. But we can use this. Let's see what you got. Okay. Do this. Do you have it, opponent? Okay. Don't know how dead they are, but it looks pretty dead to me. They're just gonna end on these two. cuts off their like special summon lines. Let's see what else my opponent is gonna do here. Neighbors are praying on that. Goddamn. Let's see. Maxi is pseudo dead, but we're gonna see. We could still have something else here. We're gonna get. Rather get the map. We're gonna get that. That's our way to get to the map. Like the good boys we are. There we go. Bam. 2. Do we advent now? Just get another bird right now. I need to get another bird right now. This. Okay. This. There we go. That should be more than enough. Neighbors are noisy. But yeah, we're in the lead, but I'm not too comfortable about it. They could still have shit and that they could play out, but we'll see. I mean, they did dismantle their board pretty handily there, so we're gonna see what else happens. What you got, opponent? Before end of main phase, are we just gonna get evenly matched here? Potentially. So we're, as a precaution, we're gonna get Apex Avian, just in case it is indeed evenly matched. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna cut to my end board, although granted this won't really take too long since I'll just get Apex Avian. So yeah, I'm just gonna talk over it. Let's see. Okay. It's that we're gonna get this. Just in case we really are going to get Apex Avian. Just in case. Could be, you know, I mean, they could be a go second deck that has that. So, yeah. Although, granted, they did go first. So, they could not have evenly matched here. Just a safety precaution. Let's see what they got. Okay. There we go. Now I'm ready for evenly matched. What you got, opponents? Could have something here. Just ending. Okay. Let's try and kill them this turn. Well, granted, they could have. That's something. Alright. We're gonna cut to my. Not really end board, but if we don't do. If nothing else too interesting happens and we just win at the next juncture, we're gonna skip the next duel. Otherwise, there's still sort of a game afoot here. So, yeah. See you in the next one. First. Let's see what I have. Never going second hand. Great. Well, literally just pass. Let's hope to God. Although we do have a lot of responses against a combo deck, so that's always something. That will always be something. What's my opponent start with? Upstart. Okay. No consequence to me. Unless you have something else here. Ooh, I have been getting a lot of these lately. Runics. You know, I have expected like the top of the metagame to be like just the 3 meta decks, but all I'm getting are like all of the new stuff. Well, at least get the summon. Well, at least get the draw one. Unless they have Ash Blossom. That's always a possibility. Yep. At least draw one. It's a special summon, so we draw one regardless. Let's see what my opponent ends on. I mean, granted, his actions could very well draw me into, yeah, something like that. Map. That. Yep. Field spell. Yep. Gonna... Last one on the chain is, Hugin. Where is... Oop. I did not mean for that, but okay, sure. And then again, yeah, this is the one that revolves around it, but yeah, I also need to change my mouse sooner or later. Good. I didn't need that off the top anyway, since there's already something in my graveyard. So yeah. At least we drew that. We drew one and then cleared that one out. No, I will not allow that one this time. Turns out that misclick was the right choice. Although, granted, that wasn't misclick. My mouse has been like problematic nowadays. There's like this shadow clicking. Shadow clicking happens whenever I try to click anything here. It says up to 3. Alright, sure. How many do I banish? 1, 2. I'm guessing I banished 2. No, just banish 1. Right. Extrav. Yep. You are literally helping me here. Oh my god. Okay, sure. Draw one again. Sure. Well, at least you're getting all of my bad cards out of the way. Thank you. Sure. You are oh my god. Sure. That's fine. Got rid of another map. Sure. Sure. So you're gonna get rid of Advent. I literally need all of those in the banish pile. Thanks, opponents. Okay. You've banished 5 of my bad draws, so monster off the top? Not exactly. But I actually want to keep it around. Although he could end up banishing good stuff. So we're gonna do this. Always weaken him significantly. Yep, MST, targeting that. Yep, since you'll have no other chance to do so. Must really suck for you. And sweep. Oop. What's protecting destruction? Ah, okay. This one. Yeah, if it would have destroyed, banish instead. Alright. Sure. You banished my Toucan, so that's something. Because of how this deck works, I think I'd honestly rather set this, but they could have something else. Yeah, they could have more MSTs and deal with it before that happens. Yeah, we're just gonna pass the turn here, since my draws have been bad. See, that's why I like the Runic matchup is so bad against Fluandries, since they can literally help fuel the Flu player. But yeah, so my opponent's gonna do their thing. I don't know how long it'll take, so we'll just cut to the next interesting point. Okay, so my opponent ended on literally nothing. Shit, so this back row must be really heavy. Oh my god. When we're both like I'm breaking pretty hard, but at least he got like a couple of my bad draws out of the way. So there's that. Yeah, we're gonna keep passing. We're gonna cut to the next point, I guess. Okay, sure. Do we do that? I'm gonna allow it. If you're gonna search with one card in hand, and you know this is gonna happen. So let's see what else my opponent's gonna be on. Okay, interesting update. My opponent is using card destruction, so we have a game in our hands here. I don't know how good of a game. Let's see what we draw off the top. Okay. Sure gonna do that. What else does this guy do? Targets, banish this card you control. Destroy that card. We literally do not need to do anything here, fortunately. Okay. Okay. He literally made my hand better, holy shit. That's fine. Let's see what else my opponent's gonna do here. So this will take a while, so we're gonna... Oh, if you're gonna search, I might as well. You threw me into it. What else am I gonna do? So yeah, we still have access to a map, I think. I think one of the maps has already been banished. Yeah, one of the maps has been banished, so we're gonna go for a Toucan line. He is literally helping me here. Oh my god. Runic is so bad, it's so bad. It's literally now just a matter of who gets the blink first. I'm down to what? 10 cards in deck? I don't freaking care. He's up 26, but this will literally break it here. Unless this card, he's been sitting on this for a while now. Sure. This is interesting. We could do this now. The other map's still in the deck, I think. on... I think the other map is still in the deck. Oh, but if we do that, we won't have access to the other one. And I'm also surprised that none of the big birds have been banished. So there's that. Sure. Although granted, this could screw up our searches. Sure. Sure. He is literally helping us here. He has done nothing but filter all my bad cards. Holy fuck. Okay. Yeah, sure. Draw your 3. Uh-huh. It will be sad if he does banish like one of my other Rises. Sure. Banish 4, so he's gonna banish 5. That's not that good. Oh wait, we don't have any more maps. We're just gonna go for a Tukan line, I guess, but let's see. Sure. Unless he also banished Tukan. Let's see. No. Alright, there goes one of the Rises. Still no. Oh wait, no, we did Tukans over here. Okay. Sure. That's Empen out of the way. Surprisingly, even after all that, we still stand a chance somehow. No. We're gonna do our search the old-fashioned way. Like, even after all that, I think we still have a chance here. What? What's stopping me? Oh, because I don't have any more targets? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, he got us. Yeah, he milled us to the point where we can no longer do our searches. Yeah, good game, opponent. Next duel. That's also like a really, really rare sight to see here. Yeah, if you could not draw off of an empty library. That's a very rare animation to see, so... Yeah, I'm gonna keep that in, even though like there's this like little pop whenever I turn on the microphone. I don't care. I very rarely see that, and it can only really be done these days because of Runic being in this game. Yeah, that was really good. I'm good. Going second again. Let's see. Not bad. Only 1 point of interaction. Let's see if my opponent's on. Hopefully an impermanent's more than enough to stop it. Unless, of course, they bricked and just pass it directly back to me, in which case my opponent's hand could be very, very stacked. Alright. Unexpected matchup. Let's see what we get. I mean, more often than not, stopping a Luber is always the correct choice, since they may or may not have it, but we're gonna see here. Oh, excuse me. Okay, let's see if you don't have it. It's always like stopping a Luber is more often than not the good one. Although granted, this could just be bait. They could not have it here. Or rather, yeah, they highly likely don't have it, since if they're using opening to get a Luber, then a Luber to get branded fusion. So most likely their hand must suck balls. So yeah, I think that was the right choice. If they needed opening to get into a Luber. Yep, alright, that was the right call. Alright, time to dismantle my opponent's hopes and dreams by giving you this kind of matchup. Okay, we don't need any more Robinas, so this could be Ash. We're gonna use this to bait that one first. Okay, one. Nope, he just lets it through. Okay, well, we're gonna get the Ash. Alright, that's not gonna help our case, but it's something. Okay, always start with Robina. We're gonna set everything here, basically try and not go into the Imperm columns as much as possible. Okay. Eaglin, then Eaglin here. We're gonna go for the minimum, and we're just gonna get yeah, we're just gonna get Empen down. We're gonna save Ryza as a surprise, or rather interaction for later. Okay, This will at least stop him from swinging in for lethal. Then we're gonna get... We'll actually get this guy since we already have a Rabina in hand. Then we're gonna swing in, get rid of a Luber. Then Blossom at the ready for whatever search shenanigans they could potentially have here. Okay. No, we will no longer normal summon. Just gonna swing in with the penguin, see if they have anything here. Okay. Okay. Attack is negated. He needs that Aluber there. And you're go. You're go, opponent. Let's see what you got. Okay. So he needed Aluber to survive, which means one of his materials needs Aluber. Either that or he has one of his back row answers. That's a damn good top deck. Sure. We're gonna stop that. If you're already brick pretty damn hard, I'm gonna stop you from advancing any further than you already are. Okay. And I'm pretty sure, if I'm reading this correctly, his 2 back row is pretty worthless. Well, let's see here. He can't attack. He can't profitably attack. I mean, granted he has 2 level 4s. He could go into something else here. Alright, we're gonna dismantle this board now. Okay. We're gonna summon OCF in the yard. Does this have something to do that if it's banished? Ah, shit. Okay, we're gonna get rid of one of them at least. Okay. Okay. We're gonna get rid of this one. Then... No, we can let that be. Then summon this. Okay. We're gonna need that to get either the other Ryza or an Apex Avian. I think I'd rather get an Apex Avian. Then we're gonna get a... We're gonna get Toucan when it comes back to our turn. Because this is way too dangerous. We haven't gone into our battle phase just yet. No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna take these 2 off. I'm gonna put it here, just in case it's an infinite impermanence they have over there. We're gonna return this. We're gonna return this. Then we're gonna bounce this one. We're gonna leave all of the back row since I know for a fact that he's been bricking. Okay. Then we're gonna do this just in case. Okay. We're gonna save our Book of Moon for later. Since there are far scarier things than these 2 starters. Okay. So I've pretty much fate sealed him. Let's see if he can crawl out of it. I mean, he could just wall up. Then just keep drawing. Okay, he just sets it back down. So let's try and kill him this turn. Go for the Toucan line now. Yeah, we're just gonna get Toucan out of the deck. Just so that we don't run into any more bricks. We're gonna use this to get the last Ryza out of the deck. Okay. Surprised my opponent hasn't given up. He's pretty much lost this. So yeah, get Toucan. We're gonna normal. Gonna get the last Ryza here. Okay. Normal summon. Yeah, we're just gonna get Ryza. We're not gonna mess around here. Okay. This back on top. We're gonna put this back on top. Yes, we're gonna put this back in your hand. We're literally just gonna remove blockers. With this. Then swing it for 1,000. This is a little over half his life total, so there's that. Go. I think I could have done more, but this is like enough pressure as is. He knows for a fact that I have. He knows for a fact that I have Apex Avian. Then I have the 2 rises here on board. I can actually, just go Occam's Razor and just use the 2 rises to deal with it. He could still have something. Of course he does. Sure. Okay. What else is he gonna do here? He could just mulligan. Good mulligan for 1. Let's see what he does here. Okay. This does give him a shuffle. So that'll clear the top of his deck. So there's that. Branded in white. Okay. I don't think he needs that anymore. Sure. Yep, he did indeed mulligan. So there's that. Yep. Let's see what else is he gonna do. Yep, going for a Luba-Duber, per usual. Yeah, sure, I'll let that go. Okay. That is indeed Branded Fusion. Using Branded Fusion. Okay. This also negates monster effects, right? Yeah, card or effect. If it's activated. Yep. We're literally just gonna use this to summon Apex Avian. Do we have anything in the banish pile? Not much. Gonna summon this. Okay. I think that was a greedy line, now that I'm looking at it. I could have just done the double Ryza loop. Now that I'm looking at it now. Yeah, just as an additional point of interaction rather than hanging both out here on the field. But he is dead if he doesn't come with anything here. You do realize he cannot activate his effect like that. I think the reason why he set it to face up in the first place is because of what it is that I'm about to do here. Okay, gonna match that, and we're gonna, I don't know, any of the birds are good at this point. Yeah, sure, go. See what you got. You can't. His monsters can't activate their effects anyway, so at least the special summoned ones. Okay, and we're gonna normal something. We're just gonna activate Tucan. Another Rabina. And there we go. And we're gonna summon Apex Avian here. Try and negate whatever shenanigans he may still have. He could still have something, all things considered. Branded have extremely efficient resource loops. There you go. His monsters can't activate their effects. Okay. Banish it, special summon a light. Yeah, we don't have any other opportunity to do this, so okay. We don't really need those anymore. Sure. Sure. Boop, boop. He has a fusion deck, so he could still have something here. But this will at least grant him another blocker. He needs at least 2 more bodies here. Okay. He did have something. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna allow you on that anymore. Apex Avian is indicate. Although, granted, it could be bait. Now that I'm thinking about it. Because, Ecclesia can't attack profitably here. Could be bait. Now that I'm thinking about it. And I probably just threw this game away by negating Branded in red. Because he has 1 card in hand. Which could literally be anything. Although, granted, I guess my opponent didn't have anything. I think he was just summoning his monsters as a sign of surrender, so that I can just walk over them for all the points of damage. But yeah, we're gonna move on to the next one. Let's see. Okay, it's decent. Good D-shifter. And return. That's one hell of a taunt opponent. Sure. Let's Let's see what you have. You have D-Shifter and Maxi. Oh, that's really easy. D-Shifter will literally shut down like half their deck. Maxi in response to that. Which will also like stop him from doing too much. Our hand's already pretty loaded. We could just go into M-Pen and then not worry about anything anymore. So yeah, let's see if my opponent can even fight through this. So yeah, we'll see you guys at the end board. Opponent ended on... I think this is 2 negates. This triggers on monster effects. I think this is an omni-negate. Turn 1 card you control the spell counter, and if you do, negate the activation. Okay, so he has a spell trap negate and a monster negate. So we're gonna take that negation. Let's see what happens here. So obviously bait the negation. Yep. See what happens. He'll definitely return Servant. Yep. Yep. Okay. This is just OPT. So I'm gonna do this. Again, get the Jackal. Unless I'm missing something on Reflection. Target 1 card. Okay, I don't think he has any more negations here, so we're allowed to pop off here. Unless there's something I'm missing. Because his pendulums are negated, I think. Yeah. Let's see. He has Servant of Endymion in hand. Yep. Yeah, sure. You can still try. You can still try. I impermed you. Bing bing. Ping ping pong ping ping pong ping ping pong 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 ping ping pong ping ping pong ping ping pong pong pong. Okay. We're just gonna have that hand for later. Yeah, getting M-Pen is always the right choice, honestly. Then we'll just build it up over time. Okay. So I do it here. That's... We're actually gonna get both. Actually, no, we're just gonna get Robina. Since we have an extra Robina in hand, and then we can just banish it to M-Pen's effect. Then he does have another Endymion here, so banishing this won't really matter. But if we do indeed banish it, it will at least be a card that is out of his rotation. So granted, I have more monster effects than I do spell traps. So I think getting rid of the Jackal King. So granted, they do have 3 Jackal King. Beats the beats. I think getting rid of the Jackal King now be more beneficial later. He can replace the Endymion he already has on board anyway. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of Jackal King. Yeah, sure. We're gonna deal more damage. Gonna banish the extra Robina we have in hand. It is a win con and a half, so there's that. We have Maxi again to hopefully draw into stuff. He cannot freely attack into M-Pen because of M-Pen's attack reduction effect. Though granted, he can't activate his effects either, because he needs to set it to defense position first, so that he will be unlocked out of this M-Pen soft lock. Okay. I think we should do this now. He's gonna pop off hard. Might as well make him suffer for it. Sure. Okay. Could still have something. Good Pendulum Summon. Could Pendulum Summon into an answer or two. Let's see what he does here. He did a... I do know that he has Servant of Endymion in hand. His scales aren't the greatest. Although granted, he could just Pendulum Summon like the both... If they're both monsters, he could just Pendulum Summon the both of them. But he is under Maxi at the moment, so let's see what this Pendulum player is going to do. Oh, it is Magician's Souls. Okay. He could still go for the Electromite line. Okay. Getting rid of Allure. Draw one, sure. That's fine. Don't really need to do anything at the moment here. All of his special summoned stuff is like shut off anyway because of Impen. Impen doing Impen things. It's just happy. Okay, odd eyes, absolute. Putting it in attack position, knowing full well I have an Impen on board. Okay. That's weird. Sure. Do your thing. Okay, he will be going for Electromite. Cross shape. Okay, I'm interested in what you're selling. If sent to the graveyard, special summon. Okay. What odd eyes monster are you gonna special summon? Could be Starving Venom though. No, Starving Venom is not an odd eyes monster. Vortex. Still cannot activate his effect. Although, granted, he does have a graveyard effect, if I'm mistaken. No. Huh. You do realize you can't do anything here, right? Can't do anything here. Let's see. What's worth retrieving? Nothing. Alright. We're just gonna go for the big play. We're gonna activate this. We're gonna banish Endymion, I guess, so that he won't have any way to recycle. Yeah, we're gonna banish Endymion. And then we're gonna get Eaglin, even though we already have another in hand. Sure. Okay. Banish that. Summon. Yes, we're gonna get the Eaglin. That. Then we're gonna do this. Yep. Sure. Okay. Eaglin. We're gonna finally get the Rises. Summon it. I do know that he has Servant of Endymion in hand, but I think now would be a good time as any to do this, since he won't be able to set Servant of Endymion to the scales anyway. So this would be as good a time as any. We're gonna put this on top of his deck. Yeah, make him work a little more in his draws. Sure. And we're gonna return Cross Sheet back to the action deck. And then that'll be his move. His board will be very, very clean at least. So there's that. Okay. What you gonna do here, opponent? Boop, boop, boop. Failed you. I know you have Endymion in Servant of Endymion in hand, plus one other from the blind draw earlier. Sure. It's your normal summon. Ooh, going into Artemis. Okay. Sure. You're even making me draw cards. Thank you. Yep. About what I expected out of Pendulum deck that didn't exactly get into Electromite. So yeah, move on to the next duel. Also die roll. Let's see what happens here. Okay, it's pretty good. We have a map already, so we can be a little tricksy with our advent here. To get the other small birds. Great, another Pendulum deck. See if you have the Ash Blossom. This would be a good time as any to do that. Alright. He didn't have the Ash, but he could pop off pretty damn hard here. Which means... fuck, it's Valence. Okay. Though granted, I will be able to use the field spell to get rid of his field spell immediately here. So... So yeah, this will probably take a while. I've faced off against Valence a couple of times already. So yeah, we'll just skip ahead to my opponent's end board. Opponent literally ended on Baguska. Although granted, I will not be able to use infinite impermanence on him right away. So we're gonna be like good players and we're literally just gonna let Baguska, run his course. We will do this though. Yeah. And then we're gonna activate the map. Gonna banish this. This is literally, I'm only literally doing this because it's for next turn. We're gonna get... Yeah, we're gonna get this. And literally all we're gonna do now is we're gonna wait it out. We're literally just gonna wait it out. We're not gonna set the Imprim since that will be what will save us from Baguska. We're literally just gonna need to wait for 2 turns until Baguska does his thing. Valence. What could we do? We could do so much better without you. At the very least, Labyrinth can do things. It's just like a slightly weaker Traptrix. Granted, Traptrix hasn't been performing too well in the rank ladders either. So yeah, I think he's gonna be locked under his own. He's going to be locked under his own Baguska here. We are literally not gonna do anything too crazy here, since he's locked under his own Baguska. So yeah, we're gonna skip to my opponent's end board, since he needs to fight through his own god. Oh, nope, he thinks away Baguska. Alright, so we have a game on our hands. So there's that. So he's gonna try and search. Fortunately, we have the Ash. Beyond the Pendulum is like a basically a second copy of Electromite, since Electromite is limited to 1. And we only really need like 1 or 2 of these, at least from the builds that I've seen. Okay, he's gonna Pendulum Summon at the very least. So there's that. Oh wait, no, he can't because both of his scales are what? Because his scales are equal. He's literally just doing that to make Double Iris trigger her effects. Sure, it's just a free search. How bad can it get? Okay, Pendulum Graph, sure. Look at this graph! I mean, yeah, this is a free 1200. Sure. He hasn't done anything too crazy just yet, so yeah, if it's literally just Pendulum Graph we need to contend with. Find that. It's a pop, right? If I'm not mistaken. Let's see what it does. Cannot target spellcasters. Hold on, I'm reading. Cannot target spellcasters. Target in 1 card in your opponent. Okay, it's a pop on both sides. So he'll need to pop both sides in order for it to work. Alright. What do you need to do? I'm gonna show this. I'm gonna banish. Do we go for the Toucan line? I think going for the Toucan line is good, since we're using the map for our additional normal here. Okay. We're gonna activate this. I'm gonna activate this. Okay. Excuse me. Yep, I think he knew what I was gonna do. We're gonna move on to the end screen. Okay, we're here at the end screen, and yeah, tryhard me is... Whoo boy, I'm really tired right now. I'm tired and hungry, and I just want to eat a whole burger. Yeah, the deck performed about as well as I expected it to. Dimension Shifter shuts down a lot of graveyard decks and even has incidental hate against the more rogue-ish strategies you'll see. I mean, I expected to be facing off against a lot of Branded and Sword Soul, but I did not see hide nor hair of Sword Soul for this recording. And then off cam, I faced nothing but Sword Soul and you know, Branded and all of its flavors, whether it be you know, Fright Fur Branded or Zombie Branded, or, you know, as I prefer to call it, Branded Fright Furs and Branded Zombies, because, you know, Branded seems like a really appropriate title for the fusion decks that have been running rampant these days. But yeah, and then here's Floanderies, you know, just pecking at you for like a little over 2,000 points at a time until, you know, you give up or something. But yeah, this build's really good. At least it feels good in my hands. You just have to know when and where to pick your spots. This is essentially a tempo deck where if you know, run dry on your counterplays, you're pretty much dead in the water. But yeah, if you want a deck to take into the Duelist Cup, or, you know, if you want to climb really high on the ladder, I highly recommend this deck. And, you know, the only URs that you really need to spend on is honestly just Advent. If you want to go the budget route, Dimensional Fissure is also an option here, although that does open you up into more back row hate. And because Dimensional Fissure is a lot cheaper, it's just a rare compared to Dimensional Shifter, which is a UR. And then you can also opt to just not go for the master dual tax of, you know, Called By, Imper, Maxi, Ash. You could just go for more budget options like Forbidden Lands. You could also go for Compulse, because nobody expects a compulsory evacuation device in this day and age. Don't go for Torrential Tribute. Compulsory evacuation device is okay. You can also go for Book of Moons, since some decks cannot fight through that. Yeah, this deck is, you know, it's a budget play. It's a budget competitive player's dream. Again, you may choose not to go for the Master Dual Tax here. Although, granted, everybody gets one free Lightning Storm at least. So, you need at least that. Just in case you face against back row decks. And as you've seen here in the recording, I did face off against Traptrix. And, you know, having the Feather Duster in my opener helped me in surviving that. So, yeah. That's it for today in my tryhard mode. And I'm really, really tired and hungry right now. Oh boy, this recording was a doozy. So if you like what you saw and you want to see more of my tryhard mode, hit like, comment, subscribe, and share this among your friends. And until next time, toodles!